Hello everybody, this is going to be a Civ 4 Let's Play, and I'm planning on, this is going to be mostly about how I play the game, and it's going to be an insight of my way on playing the game. I'm going to be trying to explain most of the game for anybody who might not know what the game is. Okay, so first off, I'm going to choose Continental, like I did. Continents. You just press play now. I mostly play on play now instead of play scenario because, well, that's the reason. It's overly complicated to the point that it's just not worth it, I don't think. So I should play on high or low or medium water levels. The ice is mostly, the ice and the land are both pushed back depending on which you pick, as you can see. I like to choose tropical, temperate, arid, rocky, cold. Tropical is my favorite because is usually my favorite to play on. I like huge maps because I like to explore. Now, which civilization should I play as? Well, each civilization has different advantages and disadvantages. Like this one, you can build wonders extra fast from their industrious, and you can double speed on the forges. I'm building forges. Which is kind of conflicts with one another. So I usually don't go that much for industrious because, well, if you pick an industrious civilization, then your wonders you usually build through mysticism and pantheon and different things like that. So I don't really like industrious civilizations as much, so we're going to look for one that isn't so industrious. I could go on all day about how these different civilizations. I would like a civilization that is philosophical because 100 plus birth rate encourages you to build world wonders, and we have double speed of universities, which much later on it's helpful once you start being able to build into universities. But mostly it's the birth rate, because let's say we have built one, like I think it's the Hagia Sophia. I think that has an 8 person wonder, 8 birth rate wonder, and there's plenty of civilizations that have plenty of world wonders that have a level 8 birth rate. So you want to pick. So philosophical is good because you can pick somebody, you can build a wonder like that, and then instead of getting just 8 birth rate, you get 16 because it's double whatever it is, because it's 100% birth rate increase. But spiritual is another thing. Spiritual means you get no anarchy, which can be good somewhat, because when you can change civets around just to suit whatever time period you're in very quickly and very easily, and you can do it very smoothly. If you decide that you don't want, like for example, if I decide my cities have more valuable enough tiles that I no longer need slavery, then I could get rid of slavery. If I decide that I want to build something spectacular, I can change to slavery and then, well, do it. Just build that thing. But more on the civets and stuff later when we actually start playing the game. So I think that that's sort of good, and temples aren't as good of buildings. That's sort of good, and temples are a sort of good, so it's like a mediocre type of personality choice. So spiritual and philosophical, I don't like that. I'm gonna look for someone better. Philosophical and organized. Organized, you get double. First off, civics are easier to keep up with, so that way you can choose more expensive civics. On top of that, they have it double speed of lighthouse and courthouse. Courthouses keep things cheaper for civilizations that are further away from your capital, so you can expand more, sort of. And lighthouses help anybody who's on the seashore line, which I usually play seashore line civilizations. So I think Mao Zedong would be a good character. Also, he has Chokanu, which is a crossbowman, which is sort of early in the medieval. Once you reach the medieval, it's sort of useful. Agriculture and mining, those are the two starting ones. I don't know about that. That could be good, I suppose. I think I'll go with Mao Zedong. Wait, did I choose the game speed? No, I did not choose the game speed. I was just making sure I didn't do it on accident. I didn't accidentally choose the wrong thing. I want to play this on a quicker speed, and I usually play longer speed games. I will go with Indy Spencer. There we go. See, Indy Spencer. That will be my leader name. Or the Chinese Empire. The short description is China. Civ adjective is Chinese. So there we go. That's the name of our people. Okay, so I usually play on noble difficulty when I'm playing the game, but because it's challenging, it's a challenging difficulty, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to go on Warlord. I think I'll go on a normal speed. It's much quicker than Marathon, which is what I usually play on. Just I like longer games, but for the sake of this series, I'll play it on normal because I don't know if I want the series to drag on forever. There we go. Normal speed and everything's set just how I like it, just how I want it to be. Here we go. It's loading up and everything. Leonard Nimoy would usually be talking, but I had to turn the music down all the way, as you can hear early on, because copyright. Yeah. So it's fourth. Oh, sorry about that. I'm really sorry. It basically said that the people came out of the caves and it's 4000 BC and all that stuff. That is a bad habit. I have bad habits about it. I have a bad that's my habit. That we're seeing insight about how I play the game here. See, that I meant to do that. I totally meant to. It's a habit I have that I just like to skip it because I read it like 100 times, so what's the point? This will be a great tile to start out. I don't care if they call it a great, and they do, but sometimes they don't. This is a great tile to start our civilization on because we will be going into fishing and then sailing, so we can build lighthouses here. Okay, so it looks like this will be since it's continents, there will be a lot to explore. So we might want to deal with a warrior. But on the other hand, I did see some decent spots also to build a civilization, so settler might be good too. And of course, worker would be completely useless here. I mean, we built that one mine there, I suppose, but that's about it. And there, I suppose, too. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, worker sounds like the one we want to go with. Okay, so just press enter, then turn, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing that a lot in this earlier part of the game. Okay, so we have hunting, animal husbandry. We sort of want that because of the animals there, and it will also reveal horses, which will increase our odds. But we also have philosophical, and we need to keep that in mind. And we also have organized, which means that we want to get towards that lighthouse earlier on. So with all that taken into account, horse, we have a worker in the works, so I think animal husbandry is the ideal choice. Okay, just moving about, let them explore. I want them to get a lay of the land so we know where to build our next city. Because you want to keep expanding your cities, or else your opponents will claim up land. At least that's how I play the game. Okay. But it would also be good to get maybe another warriors, like build maybe a barracks, and then maybe another warrior, or maybe try to hold it out for the archer. I don't know. It would be nice if I found a tribe. Did you hear Luna? The quotes is the best part of the game. I need to stop editing out of them. But you would have heard Leonard Nimoy say it, so that's the reason I did it by instinct. So just normally I would hear it anyway, so there's no point in reading it. But now, due to copyright, we can't hear it, so I should just... I'll set it to that for now. Just want to make sure. Maybe you did hear it. Hopefully you did. I'll be wearing my headset from now on, just to make sure everything's going okay. I think I want it turned up even more. Sorry about all this. There. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so we completed our worker. When you complete your... Okay, so I completed my worker, so the idea is, now that I completed my worker, I should start working on something else. Of course, I could always make another worker, but that seems hardly practical. Bronze working, I've decided to keep going with that, because one, there's a chance I could actually get some bronze here. I could reveal some bronze, and that will help give me a better incentive of where to go when I finish this settler here. Okay, so we want him to finish this and get the extra bonuses that that tile will get after it's finished. It will help the city grow and stuff. Well, once we're done making settlers and stuff, because when you make settlers, your growth goes into the production of the settler, as well as the production seed. Food plus production. Now, he found another warrior. That's actually pretty good for us right now. Have him go down south. That way, if like the years start getting pretty, just the little years are starting to get sort of later, so we want him to be able to jump back up once settler gets towards finished. Okay, now it'll be only 12 turns before the settler is finished. There we go. Let's have him build a mine up here. Okay. One of the main reasons I'm doing bronze working is because even though I'm doing bronze working, I don't really think bronze working was the right choice. Now that I think about it more, because if I finish bronze working, I can't use slavery here because it won't be practical. We have tiles that give us production, but more importantly, commerce here. And I will also have that finished, which will have production. And then there's the entire ocean. Nothing gives us a tremendous amount of food, but nothing else. So there's no place for slavery in the civilization. We're going to be a civilization of freedom. Beijing will be a free people, the free state of China. And that's just me drinking my water. If you're wondering what that sound is, it's me drinking my water. It's just I'm doing a lot of talking in this video. I'm listening for Leonard Nimoy. So you could hear Leonard Nimoy. I am so sorry for exiting out of that beginning thing. I just thought you were hearing like empty silence. Okay, so that beginning like video thing. Okay, so we can choose pottery, which will help us build cottages, which is sort of good. We have fishing, which we could work different tiles around our area. That's sort of good. Well, actually, that's really kind of useless to us right at the moment. Pottery's sort of useful because I can have worker work those grass tiles. I could show you, but right now it's showing this, so I can't. I think mysticism is what we'll go with, though, because with mysticism, I could build Stonehenge, which I could maybe build Stonehenge, or it should at least lead me to another technology where I could build Stonehenge, but I could build an obelisk, which should increase our culture output, which would push out our borders and keep things going smoothly and stuff. But it'd be something our city could work on. So maybe it might not be the best, because now that I'm thinking it all through, maybe the best would be masonry, because then we could also have, we could build pyramids maybe. I don't know, I don't think that's smart either. I'm stopped. I really probably should have went into that instead of bronze working. Why did I even do that? Yeah, I think I messed up there. Oh well. It's on an easier difficulty, so it shouldn't hurt me too bad. Okay, so we could bring cows in, but that's really kind of useless because of how our city hasn't expanded enough to where it needs that extra health. So I'm just gonna have him build another mine because there's a small percentage of chance that he could uncover a type of metal like gems or bronze or gold, things like that. Which would be useful because it's another resource that we could be using. Like if it's gold, we could bring it in and give our city extra happiness. So once it grows up, so once it gets to be well, right now because there's no warriors there. If we just get to level 5, then it will actually automatically. If we get to a level 6 happiness, then it will automatically mean that one person will be unhappy. So actually we're aiming for level 5 right now, and that's the reason why we don't need that extra health. Especially once we get a warrior here, and we expand all the way to level 5, or start to expand close to that, then it might be the right choice to go for connecting that road, building that road. But we're quite a ways from that right now, so I'm not really concerned. Okay, so he completed that mine. We're going to have him go build another mine here. I think it's about time he returns because warriors will be coming out before barbarians will be coming out before soon, and I really don't want the city messing with that all alone. Okay. Okay, what would be is the pant? How much does that give us? Not worth it, I don't think. This is a hard choice. I go with polytheism. Build the Pantheon. With it, I'm just gonna have him build Stone Age anyway. It probably won't complete it in time, but whatever. I can't think of anything better for the city to do at the moment. I guess they could build a barracks and you're prepared to put out warriors. But I haven't even seen as much as a wild animal, so I don't think there's going to be that. Well, now I've just seen one, but I don't think there's going to be much. We're going to have much trouble from barbarians this Let's Play. Okay, so we completed that mine, so we built 3 mines. So they only. Luckily, though, we can have him go this away immediately start building a farm there. I'm not build up a city here anyway. I don't care. I don't care what the game says. What it says is useful. Okay, we can build a barracks. I think that's the right course of action. Is the best idea. I think this one's going to be having the most trouble because I just seen my first barbarian here, but my first barbarian around my borders here. I mean, also it's not beside the ocean because here barbarians can only come from the north or the south, not from the west or the east. Here barbarians can come from the north, south. Well, I guess it can theoretically come from the west, but I suppose it's just as dangerous. But the borders are expanded here, so that means it will take longer if they come across that border.